Hi guys, welcome to my page. Today I am doing a special edition on Meatloaf Monday. Why is it special, you ask? It's special because it's the beginning of the year and everyone is trying to figure out how to meal prep and eat right. Okay, so as the days go by, I'm going to be showing you guys how to meal prep your favorite comfort foods that you don't want to get rid of. The reason why I know how to do this properly is because I started a meal prep company about 5 years ago, and it's called Sway Fit Meal Prep. And what I did was I catered to everyone's diet accordingly. So whether they were on Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig or anything like that, and they didn't have time to meal prep their own foods, they came to me. And the reason why I started this company, it was because I was heavy into CrossFit and I was trying different diets to go with me doing my Olympic weightlifting and my running and my gymnastics and things like that. So I kind of learned my own body and it had to be going through all these different phases. I went paleo, keto, Atkins, you name it, I did it. So I went to school and I figured out a little bit on nutrition and I learned to cook. Now everyone had these diets and these foods and everybody was doing meal prep and these foods were tasting the same and they were stuck in this box that I could not take. So what I tried to do was figure out how to make this food fun, how to keep our comfort foods in without losing that taste or the excitement of having that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through day by day until maybe the summertime to teach you all how to properly meal prep. So today I'm going to call it Meatloaf Monday. So a lot of people like to have like protein snacks or have a high protein meal and they want to have like meatloaf muffins and things like that, and they just don't know what to pair it with. They just eat it by itself, which is ugh. But today I'm going to show you what you can properly pair, and this will help with anybody. I know a lot of people are doing keto right now. A lot of people are doing intermittent fasting and things like that. So this is going to be the meal that you're going to want to watch. So stay tuned and sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so we're starting with 3 pounds of ground turkey, which is 85% lean and 15% fat. Now, the leaner the better, of course, but for meal prepping purposes, I'm using this percentage. So if you can find it in a bigger package or leaner, then go for it. Add 1/2 of red onion, coarsely chopped, 1/2 of a green bell pepper, coarsely chopped as well, about 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning blend, a tablespoon of freshly minced garlic, add 1/6-ounce can of tomato paste, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, no more than a 1/2 cup of Italian breadcrumbs, a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 medium-sized whole egg. Now let's mix it all together. Make sure that you mix it together thoroughly. I like to use gloves because it's very messy and I don't like the feel of ground meat on my fingers. That's just me. If you want to, you can. If you don't want to, then don't. Depending on how lean your turkey is, you want to spray your pan. Make sure that you have a scale with a bowl. Now, I usually pre-measure, and I pre-measure 3.5 ounces per loaf. That's the usual size that for people who are trying to eat cleaner. Once you have filled your loaf pan, we're going to pop it in the oven at 425 for about 30 minutes. While our loaves are cooking in the oven, I'm going to make a special glaze that I'm going to add halfway through its cooking process. We're going to start with 1 cup of tomato sauce, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of onion powder. Now we're going to add a teaspoon of pure maple syrup. Make sure it's maple syrup, not pancake syrup. Then we're going to add some light brown sugar, a teaspoon, and a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And we're going to add a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Some salt and some pepper, and we're going to whisk it, and make sure all those flavors are just together. Once it's halfway cooked, we're going to take it out the oven, and we're going to add about a teaspoon on each loaf. Now we're moving on to our asparagus. Add a tablespoon of garlic and a teaspoon of white ground pepper, some salt, and black pepper. Add your olive oil and mix it all up together. Then we're going to add it to our skillet that is on the stove at about medium-high heat. And we're going to cook it until it's kind of soft, and add our Parmesan cheese for our garlic Parmesan asparagus. Now we're moving on to our mashed sweet potatoes. I have baked sweet potatoes last night, so I decided to turn it into mashed sweet potatoes for my meal prep this week. There you have it, guys. Meatloaf Monday. You're not missing out on that comforting food that you like. You're getting everything in. You have a colorful plate. Instead of having regular potatoes, you have your sweet potatoes, which every dietitian and trainer that I've ever met say this is the best way to go instead of the starchy potatoes. Then you have your asparagus and your turkey loaf. Okay, well, let's try it out. Oh, this is good. I have to pat myself on the back. I hope you guys turn out just as good as mine. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. You can even throw out suggestions. Thank you for watching. See you next time.